Hey everyone and welcome to the club. Today I'm going to be showing you how to draw the Ikonik skin from Fortnite. Let's get started in the center of our page with the eyes. So let's move over to the left side and draw on the upper eyelid. So we're going to start on the outside. We're going to draw a curve going up and then back down on the inside. So we're just going to go up and then just bend that down. Let's leave a gap in the center and do the same thing on the right. So we're going to line up the inside of the eyelid on the right. We're going to curve up and then back down. Now we're going to tuck the eyes in underneath the eyelids. So we're going to draw a half circle, leaving a gap on the end. We're going to step in, draw that half circle coming down towards the bottom of the eye, and then back up on the inside. Again, we want to leave a little overlap on the inside. Let's do the same thing on the right. Over on the left side of each eye, we're going to draw a circle for a highlight. So we're going to start on the edge of the eye and draw in that circle. Do the same thing on the right side. And then in the center of each eye, we're going to draw a small circle for the pupil. We're going to tuck this in underneath the highlight. So let's start at the bottom of the highlight here, circle around, and then back out towards the side. Do the same thing on the right. Now we're going to fill the pupils in black. Now we want to move up in the center and draw the inside edge of the hood. So right in the middle, we're going to start by going across, and we're going to come across and down towards the side of the eye on the left. Let's do the same thing on the right. Starting at the top, we're going to round out the top, come down towards the side of the eye on the right. Now we're going to go back to the left side. We're going to round this out and come in towards the center. So curving around, pulling that in. Now as we get towards the middle, we're just going to hook that back down in the center. Let's do the same thing on the right side. Rounding this out, come in. Now right at the bottom here, we're just going to hook that down towards the center. Let's draw on the edge of the mask. Over on the left side, we're going to curve down underneath the left eye, go across the middle, and then back up on the right. Now we're going to draw the hair coming down over the face. So in the center, we're going to move over towards the left. Underneath the hood, we're going to curve over towards the right, and then hook that back over towards the left. Now I'm going to taper this back up underneath the hood. Starting at the bottom, we're going to curve out towards the right, just above the right eye, and go back up. Now we're going to draw some more hair coming down towards the right eye. Starting from that same point, we curve out, and then down on top of the eyelid. Now I'm going to taper that back up underneath the hood. Now let's go over to the left side. Directly above the left eye, we're going to start up here, come down, and hook that over. Now I'm going to taper that back up, going up underneath the hood. Now I'm going to add one point of hair coming down the side of the eye. Up here we're going to curve down around the eye, and then we'll taper that back up. Let's add some simple texture to the hair. Over here on the bottom, we're going to curve in towards the middle. Now I'm going to go up and hook that in towards the inside edge of the hair. Let's do the same thing on the center. Starting from the inside of the hair, curving in and then down. Now we're going to add a couple points along the way towards the right. Go up and over towards the left. Now taper that back down. Do another point. Curving up. Now I'm going to pull this down a little bit further, coming down towards the bottom. Now I'm just going to blend this up towards the side of the hair, going up. Now let's go over to the right side. Starting from the inside, curving down towards the center. I'm going to pull this up towards the outside. Now let's tuck the eyebrows in behind the hair. Starting from the inside edge of this hair, we're going to come down at an angle. Now we're going to go up and in with a short line. Now we're going to go back out. Just following that same angle, going out underneath the hair. We're going to fill that in black. Now let's draw the eyebrow over on the right. So we just want to line this up just underneath the hair. Go up in an angle. Then we're going to step up, draw the top of the eyebrow, and then we'll fill that in black. Now let's move down and draw on the bottom of the chin. Starting from the left side, underneath the hood, we're going to curve down in the middle, then back up on the right. Now let's add that thick stripe that goes across the mask. From the inside edge of the right eye, we're going to come down towards the top of the mask. We're going to curve down and over towards the left. Now let's move out and draw that same curve, coming down underneath the hood. Now let's move out and draw on the outside of the hood. We're going to go to the top and draw a curve from left to right, going up and then back down. Now from the ends, we're going to curve around the side of the head in towards the middle. So let's start on the left. Curve out, around the side of the head. Now we're just going to pull that down to right about there. Let's do the same thing on the right. Curving out and then down towards the same height. Now back on the left side, I'm going to curve this down and in underneath the bottom of the hood. Just going to round this out and then just pull that in underneath the chin. Let's do the same thing on the right side. Rounding it out, coming in underneath the chin. Now let's add in the bottom of the collar. We start over on the left side. I'm going to draw a half circle coming down towards that bottom point. So start out here, curve down in the middle, touching that point in the center, and then back up on the right. Let's add that stripe over on the right side. Starting from this point at the top, come down, and we're going to hook that over towards the left, towards the edge of the hood. Now we're going to move out and draw that same curve, coming down, and then over towards the left. Now let's move down and draw on the side of the body. Over on the left, underneath the collar, right out here, we're going to curve out and then down towards the hip. We'll do the same thing on the right side. Let's connect these 2 points with a curve, coming down the center and then back up. Now we're going to add 2 thick drawstrings coming down the middle. Starting from the center, we're going to curve out towards the left and then straight down. Go back to the center, curve out towards the right, and then down towards the same height. We're going to flatten off the bottom with a short line going out. Now I'm just going to follow that same curve going back up underneath the collar. Let's continue working down with the legs. In the center, we're going to step down, draw a curve from left to right, going up and then back down. Now we're going to leave a small gap in the center. Over on the left, we're going to hook this out and down. Do the same thing on the right. Now we're going to add that torn edge of the shorts going out. Starting from the left side, we're going to go up and out. Then we'll come down and out. Let's do the same thing on the right. Going up and then down. Now back on the left side, we're going to draw that one more time. Going up and then down. Now we're going to move back up towards the hip and round out the side of the leg. Starting from this point, we're going to curve out and then straight down towards that bottom corner. Let's add that curved stripe over on the right leg. Starting from the inside of the leg, we're going to go out and hook that up. Now we're going to step down and draw that same curve. Now we tuck the legs in underneath the shorts. So from this point, I want to step out, curve out, and then down towards the left heel. And we'll do the same thing on the right. Let's round out the bottom of the feet. Starting from the left heel, we're going to curve down and up towards the toe. Back on the left side, we're going to round out the top of the foot and come down. We're going to go up. I'm going to pull that down, aiming towards the heel. We're going to stop right about there. I want to curve in the opposite direction towards the inside of the leg. So blend into a curve going back up. Let's do the same thing on the right. Start with the top of the foot, going up, and then down, and then round this out, and then go back up. Now we're going to thicken up the sole. We're going to take this curve, step up, and we're going to duplicate that from toe to heel, and then on the right, from heel to toe. Let's add an angled stripe across the shoe. Starting from the inside of the curve, come down at an angle towards the heel. We'll step in and draw that again. Do the same thing on the right. Now at the top of the foot, we're going to draw on the tongue of the shoe. Starting from the top of the curve, we go up and then down on top of the shoe. Do the same thing on the right, going up and then down. Now let's draw on the outside of the leg. From this point in the shorts, we're going to step in come down and curve in behind the tongue. Now we're gonna move back up and draw on the arms. Let's start with the arm on the left, about halfway down the side of the body, right here. Curve out and down towards the wrist. We'll line this up on the right, go out and down towards the wrist on the right. Now back on the left side, we're gonna start with the thumb. Start with a small half circle coming in and then back out. Let's connect the bottom of the thumb to the wrist by going up and hooking that over. Let's do the same thing on the right. Start with a thumb, and then we'll connect these 2 points with a curve. Now we're going to stack 3 fingers underneath the thumb. Starting at the bottom of the curve, come down, and then hook that back up. We'll draw 2 more fingers. We're going to step down towards the bottom, curve down and up the second finger. Now the third finger is going to start on the side of this finger, curve around, and then in behind the collar. Go around, and we'll just pull that in. Let's do the same thing on the right. Starting at the bottom of the thumb, come down to the bottom, draw in the second finger. Now the third finger, we start out here, curve around. Now we're just going to pull that up in behind the collar. Now we're going to separate out the fingers. Starting from the outside, we're going to draw a curve, coming down and up towards that line. Do the same thing with the second finger, and then the index finger. Do the same thing on the right. Starting from the thumb, curve down and up, and all the way to the outside. Now let's separate out the glove. Starting from the wrist, we're going to draw a curve going out and then up. Now we're going to step up and draw that same curve coming in. We'll do the same thing on the right. Starting from the wrist, curving out and up, step up, draw that same curve. Now let's move up and draw on the sleeve. From the bottom, we're going to step down, curve out, and then up. Do the same thing on the right, going out towards the side of the arm. Now we're going to add that stripe. Starting underneath the hood, we're going to follow the same curve of the arm, coming down towards the sleeve. Now the last thing I'm going to do is add the microphone over on the left hip. We start from the hip, we're going to draw a short angled line going up and out. Come down at an angle, all the way down towards the bottom. Now we're just going to pull that back in towards the side of the leg. Now from the left corner, we're going to curve out and then back in. Draw a short line coming down at an angle. Now I'm going to pull that up with that same curve in the opposite direction in behind the leg. Now I'm going to add a small switch on the outside. Along this line, we're going to add 2 short lines coming out. And we'll connect those 2 points with a straight angle line. And that's pretty much it. There we have it. There's Ikonik from Fortnite. I hope you enjoyed today's lesson. Make sure you hit that subscribe button. You'll help support my channel and help me create more lessons like this. Thanks for watching, and we'll see you again soon.